Welcome back then to the Global Cricket Premier League, brought to you by the JetSynthesys. Back-to-back interesting games, back-to-back exciting games. We're heading for the next one now, where the Kolkata Hawks are coming back after one victory and one loss against the Dubai side and the Mumbai side, respectively, are ready to take on the London Rhinos, who have had a disappointing start with, in fact, two losses and just that one victory. Now, the surprising fact is that they have got that victory against Chennai. And of course, they've lost to the likes of Dubai and Sydney.
Yeah, and I think, if we talk about these two sides, very different and very similar in a way. Different, well, Kolkata have beaten the side which is flying high. उन्होंने पहले ही मुकाबले में मुंबई को हराया था और हम देख रहे हैं कि मुंबई किस तरीके से मोमेंटम बिल्ड कर रहे हैं उस लॉस के बाद 3 लगातार मुकाबले जीत चुके हैं और जहाँ तक हम लंदन की बात करें जैसा आपने कहा रोशन पहले 2 मुकाबले हार चुके हैं फिर उसके बाद उन्होंने अपना तीसरा मुकाबला जीता तो यहाँ पे इनका मोमेंटम जो है वो थोड़ा डिफरेंट है
हम इसकी बात जरूर करेंगे कि कोलकाता हैज गॉट द बेटर ऑफ मुंबई राइट नाउ I think that can really serve as a confidence booster for them because they know that they have been, kind of helter-skelter down there, at the start. But at the end of the day, what really matters is you go out there and perform no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely. वो जो एक विक्ट्री है वो उनको कॉन्फिडेंस देगी क्योंकि आप देखिए ना उन्होंने कितनी बढ़िया टीम को हराया है जो इस समय 3 कॉन्जिक्यूटिव मैचेस जीत चुकी है तो yeah, I think Kolkata will be gearing up for that challenge. Yesterday they had a loss, but today they'll be say, okay, you know what, नया दिन है आज, नया मुकाबला है आज, तो चलो कुछ करते हैं, बढ़िया करते हैं, 2 पॉइंट्स अर्जित करते हैं.
2 पॉइंट्स की बात की तो हमने बात किया प्रिडिक्शन की, जहां पे देख रहे हैं मैच 2 प्रिडिक्शन. आई थिंक चेतन आपको हमें और क्रिप्स को वी गॉट इट राइट. फ्लॉकी better next time, mate.
Yeah, and I think match 3 will be interesting as well. One each. Kolkata, London. So let's see what really happens. Yes, they are bringing the momentum. Let's see if London can make that work.
When London have to make that work for them, it's important because remember, while they go forward with that 2 losses which they had, this really will be important from a perspective. Again, to remind everybody that these teams are playing each other twice, which becomes so important for them. And we have London Rhinos, of course, the team pretty much unchanged, remember, in their battle against the Kolkata Hawks, who would be keeping their chin up after that last game that they've had. I think Tejas is back again, that man who's in top contention and top form as well.
Yeah, and he has a strike rate of 243. लेकिन यहाँ पे जो कप्तान है सुखप्रीत, very intelligent player, and he is a top 6 player in real cricket. हमने लाखों players जो हैं उनका ऑडिशन हुआ था, top 48 players आए हैं, उस top 48 में से भी ये top 6 की श्रेणी में आते हैं. और प्रवीण ये भी एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट प्लेयर है. इनका स्ट्राइक रेट 233, the 6 hitting percentage of 37%. He's been their top 3 stable batsman. He will have a big role to play today.
Kolkata do also have a big role here in order. And remember, they've just played 2 now. They're getting in for the 3rd. But what's more important, now you have the likes of Sachin, who has really shown some good power down there. You have the likes of Krunal, in fact, Makwana, who's a brute batsman for them. But he really needs to up the level game now because it's important from a point of view where if they get good runs on the board, if they get a good total or rather a good start, they can really capitalize well.
Yeah, and in that sense, Krunal and Sachin are going to be their more important game batters. उनका top order जो है बहुत ज़्यादा solid है. 35% जो है वो 6 hitting ability है Krunal की और सचिन जो है वो number 3 player है. यहाँ पे सागर और सत्येंद्र जो हैं they are the players to watch out for. सत्येंद्र का देखिए स्ट्राइक रेट 187 है लेकिन यहाँ पे सागर से अगर हम कंपेयर करें 220 का स्ट्राइक रेट है. लंदन राइनोज टॉप 3 के बाद ये खिलाड़ी जो है उनको बैकअप करता है. इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव दैट स्ट्राइक रेट गोइंग इनटू 5 ओवर मैच.
But it's important to have the back rate, of course, like you just mentioned. What's more important is when you have a team of 5 and 6 individuals playing there, it becomes very important to contribute as a team. And that's what we have been seeing. All the teams which have played well here today, take the likes of Mumbai or New York for the start, they have really fired well as a team. And it's no one individual department which is doing well.
No, and you know what? This is what they have to learn from a team like Mumbai. आपने मुझसे ब्रेक में जाने से पहले पूछा था कि बाकी टीमें क्या सीख सकते हैं. मुंबई से 2 चीज़ें सीख सकते हैं. खुलकर खेलिए, हंसकर खेलिए और दूसरी चीज़ इंडिविजुअल्स की तरह मत खेलिए, एक यूनिट की तरह खेलिए. रिमेंबर दीज वर इंडिविजुअल प्लेयर्स लेकिन नाउ दे आर प्लेइंग एज द टीम एंड द टीम दैट जेल्स वेल will be the team that will win this competition.
Well, we've seen that team gelling factor for Mumbai, which has really worked for them. The question is, can Kolkata really make it count? And can London Rhinos make the difference in their winning tally? We have Neeraj ready for the toss down there with the captain and the umpires. Let's go then.
Thank you so much, Roshan and Chetan, for your expert pre-match analysis. For the next match, I would request London Rhinos and Kolkata Hawks to come on stage.
competition कोई नहीं मुकाबला from the bottom निकला top डाला पैसा तो मुनाफा माँ पे गाली सीधा लाफा रैप द नाका सुनते बांग्ला मुझे थाका मैं 5 स्टार के कपड़े पहन के खाता मैं हूँ धाबे पे स्ट्रीम्स हो या ड्रीम्स पूरा कामयाब मैं कोहली वाला माइंडसेट और धोनी जैसा शाप मैं हर पब में जी और गेम है मेरे हाथ में हंसता सीधा बैंक तक 50 वाले लाफ में हा भाई तू है वीक और मैं लेता हफ्ता खुद के तेरे हाथ नहीं तूने रखा चमचा पूरा गैंग ग्राइमी हा टॉप सीधा शॉट्स तेरे ब्रेन में बॉम्बे दा बैड मुंडा पंजाब तक कैंट में नाम है डिवाइन पर बंदा नहीं हुसैन में
All new Pulsar Mania's here. Maniacs wanted.
Piyush, hey, I was just on lenskart. ये जो price है $999, right?
नहीं करण रुपीज है
I can't be seen wearing glasses under 1 lakh. Price थोड़ा ज्यादा हो सकता है क्या?
करण ये बढ़िया प्राइस है इट्स ओनली बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव मिडिलमैन
90,000?
आप कहीं और से ले लो
80,000.
आई एम गोइंग बाय
अमीरों की हाई लगेगी तुझे.
Factory wale prices, no middlemen. Lenskart. Download the app.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा.
फिनोलेक्स पाइप्स पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं.
वेलकम बैक दोस्तों, ये है JetSynthesys प्रेजेंट्स ग्लोबल ई क्रिकेट प्रीमियर लीग और मैं हूं आपका होस्ट नीरज पूरन राव. मेरे साथ खड़े हैं कैप्टन ऑफ लंदन राइनोस सुखप्रीत सिंह एंड वाइस कैप्टन फॉर कोलकाता हॉक्स कृणाल मखवाना. Both teams अभी तक has had a very mixed results. They have won, they have also lost. And today London Rhinos specifically, वो कल अपना मैच जीते थे and they would love to continue that momentum. जबकि कोलकाता yesterday का मैच हार रहे थे, तो आज वो देखेंगे कि यार कुछ चेंज करे जो स्ट्रैटेजीज है. वील टॉक टू द वाइस कैप्टन एंड नो कि आज का क्या स्ट्रैटेजी है टू विन. कृणाल, yesterday का मैच was not the best of performances. आज क्या चेंजेस है उसमें स्ट्रैटेजी वाइज?
Basically, I think that our bowling unit is very strong. No doubt we lost previous match, but you can see the result. It was a very critical match. We lost due to a simple fumble by our bowler, but it's a genuine mistake, happens sometimes. But today we are confident about our team and strategy, so we would like to see how other team plays the match.
बिल्कुल. About this mistake that you're talking about, I think Sagar from Rhinos had something to say about it. एक मिनट. हाँ सागर आइए. सागर आप क्या बोल रहे थे यार मुझे इनके बारे में?
मैं इतना पूछना चाहता हूँ कोलकाता हॉक्स से कि जो सुजीत भाई है जो कल प्रेशर में मिस फील्डिंग कर रहे थे, तो क्या कुछ फोकस नहीं हो रहा है? क्या फोकस नहीं हो रहा तो लेंसकार्ट से कुछ ऑर्डर करते हैं.
आइए सुजीत, आइए यार. ये आपके फोकस पे बात कर रहे, क्या हुआ?
मैं भी सागर भाई को यही बोलना चाहूँगा, बड़े टूर्नामेंट में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती है. रहा बात फोकस का और चश्मा का, मैं लेंसकार्ट का चश्मा भी लूंगा, फोकस भी करूंगा, मैच भी जीतूंगा.
क्या बात, क्या बात. A big round of applause to both the teams and a very cheeky. चलिए guys, captain, vice captain आइए. I would now like to call the umpire for the toss. Captains, vice captain, who's going to take the call? I will. Okay. चलिए, Rhinos will be taking the call.
Tail.
They have called for tails and tails it is. चलो, congratulations. बताइए, what is it gonna be? Batting या bowling?
सर बॉलिंग करेंगे.
Bowling करेंगे, क्यों?
सर लास्ट टाइम बॉलिंग करके जीते हैं पहले, तो उसी को कैरी करना.
चलो, तो what has worked before उसी को आप मोमेंटम आगे रखना चाहते हैं. चलिए, anything for the team?
Good luck.
Good luck, that is all. चलिए, congratulations. आप आइए कृणाल. बैटिंग से आप शुरुआत करेंगे. क्या लग रहा है? Like team is a very strong team. Yes, थोड़े mishaps हुए हैं, but a balanced team overall.
Yeah. We would like, we wanted to bowl first strategically because we prefer bowling because we have a strong bowling unit.
Yep.
But again, it's about luck. We will try to be our best and play a good match.
Yep. Great. It's about luck, it's about skill, it's about teamwork. GEPL is about all of that and entertainment. So guys, the London Rhinos have won the toss and they have chosen to bowl. Now back to the analysts.
Well, the London Rhinos, they're winning the toss again and in fact choosing to bowl this time. I think they're just going to keep it safe.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a safe choice to do at the moment and not a bad option actually. अगर आप देखें उनके दो खिलाड़ी हैं सुखप्रीत और अमित. अमित का इकोनॉमी रेट 5 से कम है. सुखप्रीत का एवरेज इकोनॉमी रेट 6 से कम है. They are going to be very, very crucial bowlers for the London Rhinos.
We'll have to see whether the batters of Kolkata can get the better of the bowlers of London Rhinos there that first inning. Then we're all ready for our game. And we have our casters along with us, the Crips and Floki, who will be calling the shots.
All new Pulsar Mania's here. Maniacs wanted.
अब आगे कुछ भी हो सकता है.
जो खुद की सुनते हैं दुनिया उनकी सुनती है. lenskart आकड़ है.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा.
finolex pipes. पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं.
लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, देवी और सज्जनों और हमारे सारे दर्शकों का एक बार फिर से स्वागत है ग्लोबल ई क्रिकेट प्रीमियर लीग में. ये तीसरा दिन है और तीसरे दिन का तीसरा मैच है कोलकाता हॉक्स और लंदन राइनोस के बीच में. कोलकाता हॉक्स काफी अच्छा खेल चुकी है पिछले 2 दिनों में, लेकिन लंदन राइनोस उनके लिए थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे हुआ है मैं कहना चाहूंगा, क्योंकि आई थिंक वो पहले दिन पे काफी क्लोज थे जीतने के, लेकिन फिर वो हार गए. सेकंड दिन पे लेकिन वो गेम जीते एंड होपफुली आज थर्ड दिन में वो परफॉर्मेंस जारी रखेंगे. बट क्रिप्स, आपका क्या कहना है?
यार आई एग्री विद दिस वन. लंदन राइनो से गेम्स कभी भी प्रेडिक्टेबल होते नहीं है, बहुत ज्यादा क्लोज जाते हैं, व्हिच मेक्स इट क्वाइट एक्साइटिंग टू वॉच. यू नो, आप लास्ट मोमेंट तक डिसाइड नहीं कर पाते कि क्या होने वाला है. बट फॉर कोलकाता हॉक्स टुडे दे नीड टू बी केयरफुल अबाउट अ कपल ऑफ थिंग्स. कोलकाता हॉक्स के जो कैप्टन है आज सुबह बीमार पड़ गए और उनको अभी जाके थोड़ा अच्छा लगने लगा है, इसलिए ही इज हियर टू प्ले अगेन. बट ऑब्वियसली जब आप प्योर 100% हेल्थ में रहते हो, एकदम अच्छे से फील कर रहे रहते हो अपने आप को, तब जाके आप और अच्छे से खेल सकोगे. आई होप दैट विथ हिज डिमिनिशिंग हेल्थ, आई होप ही कैन डू वेल एंड लेट दैट नॉट गेट इन द वे.
Yeah, I hope so too, but it looks like Sagar is going to be starting things off for the London Rhinos. And he is quite the player. He's, I believe, the leg spinner for the team.
Wow.
Well, that ball is off for the boundary. That's a 6. A beautiful showstopper 6 at that. Just like the Pulsar NS 125. And again,
wow.
Match begins well for the Kolkata Hawks.
It is just so beautiful. I can look at it again and again. So well calculated. Takes the step in the right direction, lobs it over the other side, and once again, he almost gets the boundary.
Yeah.
That fielder literally landed on his head in order to stop the ball from touching the boundary. In real life, that would hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, they wear strong pixelated helmets over here.
They certainly do, but I have to say, it seems like the Kolkata Hawks are starting to borrow a page from the book of the Dubai Vipers. They're happy to concede a couple of boundaries if it does mean that they're able to find a wicket, but we'll see if that is the case. Because the Kolkata Hawks is a very solid batting team. I think their batting has been really top of the line so far.
A decent spin. Really bamboozled Krunal over there. He tried to step ahead once again and go for that lofted shot just like he did in the first ball. And another slight repeat of the same. Doesn't get lofted as high, doesn't even get down on one knee, but the ball is still sent over towards square leg.
Oh yeah. And I have to say, the way Krunal and Sachin are playing this is fairly safe. Oh, and again, that's a beautiful shot, but can the fielder get to the ball? He'll have to dive for this one, and he will. So they give away 3. The power play, the first over concludes with, I believe, 14 runs to the name of the Rhinos. Sorry, the Hawks.
I think they tried to go for yet another run over there. 15 runs in total at the end of the first over. That's a good average. That's a damn good batting average.
Yeah, certainly not all that bad. They keep that up. They should be able to hit 70, but these are the power play overs, as we've always said.
Amit now coming to deliver from the side of the London Rhinos. He is one of the players who's in the top 20. But then again, he needs to get into the top 10 and subsequently climb the rankings. Could this be his chance? Could this be the match that kickstarts his ascension?
Oh yeah, that's we're going to be looking out for. It's Krunal and Sachin, both tasked with trying to find a couple of boundaries in these first 2 overs. That's a good shot, but the inside fielder runs and chases after that ball, so no chance for a boundary. But the awareness was good by the batsman, realizing that there is a gap towards that point side, so he can potentially find a really good shot, but this one is off straight to the boundary.
Beautiful. Stunning shot, displaying so much consistency in the way in which he bats.
Oh yeah, Sachin.
And reliability too. Like, this seemed very, very risk-free.
Yeah, it certainly isn't a coincidence that he shares names with one of the greats, because his batting is quite solid. Although, with that said, I hope I've not cursed him. That is a good shot. And looks like the Kolkata Hawks will be content with just 1 on the back of that, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, no need to risk it. Sachin's your hard hitter. You need to keep him on the crease for as long as possible. And now, Krunal takes strike. First time that he's facing Amit, and he sends it back in. I don't think the fielder can get there in time.
Oh yeah, that one was hard to reach. And that's going to be another showstopper 4 coming through from Krunal. The brute batsman hitting it across the boundary with ease.
Advanced ahead to play that standard pull shot. And even though that's one of the default shots, it looks so impressive. When you go for it, it looks impressive yet again.
Another 6. And that is exactly what you expect from Krunal. Again, beautiful batting coming through from Kolkata Hawks. And like I said, you know, these guys are one of the premier batting teams here in GEPL. I don't think inse acha batting overall as a team koi aur karta hai. Although
we did have a record.
काफी अच्छा batting किया है, but consistency wise I think Kolkata Hawks they take the cake.
Yeah, I mean Delhi Sharks ने आज 70 के ऊपर का टारगेट बनाया है, लेकिन फिर भी ये इकलौती गेम थी जिनने उन्हें ऐसा परफॉर्म किया. They need more consistency to be able to topple Kolkata Hawks as one of the best batting teams. And you can tell why Kolkata is such a good team, because at the end of the second over, they are at 32. That's a good run rate of around 16, make it 34 actually at the first ball. But the best part is, power play खत्म होने के बाद भी उन्हें एक भी विकेट गंवाया नहीं है अब तक.
बिल्कुल, और वापस से काफी अच्छा शॉट, लेकिन फील्डर वो बॉल रोक देंगे, बाउंड्री तक नहीं पहुंचेगी वो बॉल. और इसी के साथ कोलकाता हॉक्स पावर प्ले का जो मोमेंटम था जारी रख रहे हैं. और यही रन रेट पे अगर शायद थोड़ी कम भी हो जाए तो भी वो यहाँ पे 70 रन क्रॉस कर सकते हैं और जीपीएल की दूसरी टीम बन सकती है. लेकिन ये कैच हो सकता है और बहुत ही शानदार कैच लंदन राइनोज की तरफ से.
That was a very difficult catch. फील्डर की नजर बॉल पे जिंदगी भर थी. And that's what happens जब अपने बॉल पे नजर रख सकते हो. Instant wicket powered by lenskart.
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल. और लंदन राइनोज के फील्डर्स ने डेफिनेटली वो चश्मे पहने रखे हैं, देख रहे हैं बहुत ही गौर से बॉल कौन सी दिशा में जा रही है. और कोलकाता के बैट्समैन सचिन चौहान आउट हो चुके हैं, लेकिन कृणाल अभी भी है पिच पे, फील्ड पे. और ये थोड़ा रिस्की रन है, लेकिन बहुत ही शानदार रनिंग, डाइव करते हुए एंड में अपने 2 रन बनाए रखने के लिए. और कृणाल वापस से रहेंगे स्ट्राइक पे. हार्ड हिटिंग बैट्समैन जो है कोलकाता हॉक्स के लिए.
Step into the side. Oh, the ball actually हल्का सा लेग स्पिन खाया एंड इट वाज गुड लेंथ, तो उन्हें ज्यादा पावर भी नहीं मिली, बैक के ऊपरी साइड पे बॉल टच हुआ है।
बिल्कुल, और ये जो बॉलर है प्रवीण, वो फास्ट बॉलर है, फास्ट मीडियम बॉलर है यहाँ पे लंदन राइनोस के लिए। तो हो सकता है शायद वो जाने से पहले एक और विकेट ले, लेकिन डायरेक्टली बोल्ड करना काफी मुश्किल रहा है ये लीग में कोलकाता हॉक्स को।
Yeah, and that's why the best that you can do is try to give them these short balls. उनको हाइट रिस्ट्रिक्शन करो ताकि वो ज्यादा लिफ्ट नहीं कर पाए।
बिल्कुल, बट अगर वो उसे अच्छे से रीड करते हैं तो चांस है कि वो हाइट का फायदा भी उठा पाए। और
डेफिनेटली वो हो सकता है, लेकिन वैसे शॉट्स अगर आप मारने जाओगे थोड़े रिस्की भी हो सकते हैं।
बिल्कुल, और इसीलिए आपकी बैट्समैन की जो गेज है, उनकी जो नजर है, वो काफी अच्छी होनी चाहिए। उनको समझ में आना चाहिए कि ये बॉल अगर वो जोर से मारेंगे तो क्या वो इन फील्डर्स के सर के ऊपर से जाके बाउंड्री छू सकती है कि नहीं। और इसी के साथ ये ओवर की शुरुआत करेंगे शिवम, जो actually never mind, I believe he is medium fast player for the side of the Rhinos, but could be wrong. Well, an attempt to thread the needle there by Sujit, but no such luck. It does not find the boundary.
सुजीत फाइनली अपना खाता खोलते हुए 2 रन निकाल चुके हैं। एक बॉल बहुत टाइम के बाद उन्हें फेस की, इवन दो वो पिच पे काफी टाइम से खड़े हैं। ओह, दैट कुड हैव बीन अ कैच आउट। बैट के जस्ट बाहर से गया, हल्का सा भी टच हो जाता तो विकेट कीपर के हाथों में और सुजीत वापस पेविलियन में पहुंच जाते।
बिल्कुल, उसी के साथ कोलकाता हॉक्स काफी सारे रन बना चुके हैं। अभी तक बहुत कम विकेट्स खोई है, सिर्फ 1 विकेट जा चुकी है। ओह,
फ्रंट फुट लॉफ्ट शॉट खेलने की कोशिश थी, वो भी कवर ड्राइव मारने की कोशिश, हाइट मिस जज कर दी। और इसी के साथ ये शिवम का दूसरा डॉट बॉल। ऐसे ही डॉट बॉल डाल के उन्हें प्रेशर बनाना पड़ेगा। करंट रन रेट वो 12 के आसपास ला चुके हैं और नीचे अगर ले आएंगे तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा, लेकिन ये कवर ड्राइव फाइनली सक्सेसफुल, लेकिन नहीं, फील्डर के हाथ में जाता हुआ बॉल। एंड सुजीत अपने चौथे बॉल पे सिर्फ 2 रन मारने के बाद वापस भेजे जाएंगे।
Again, some really good bowling coming out here from the Rhinos. It's 2 dot balls followed by a wicket. Shivam's over has been fantastic, and now it's going to be Satyendra coming in, the balanced batsman. Doesn't really have the highest amount of power, but if he can read the ball well and understand the field, then he could potentially get a couple of boundaries. Although with that said, the pressure for the boundaries is now going to fall on Krunal's shoulders. Brute for the team.
Oh, wow.
Delivers. And I believe that is off to the boundary. Another 6 coming through for the Kolkata Hawks, as they have consistently been the team that finds a ton of boundaries.
Sheesh.
What a graceful shot coming from Krunal as well. Lifted one leg up.
I know, right?
Like a ballerina.
I was about to say that. That's such grace, such good form.
Yeah. And Shivam is not going to be feeling too happy about that.
Powerful shot, but it doesn't find the boundary. जिस तरह से कृणाल फ्रंट फुट पे आके खेल रहे हैं और जिस तरह से वो पिछले बॉल में बैक फुट पे खेले, एक पैर ऊपर उठा के, मुझे बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है उनका लेग वर्क देख के। उनका शॉट सिलेक्शन बहुत ही ज्यादा शानदार है, and that's why Krunal is so consistent for the side of the Kolkata Hawks.
बिल्कुल.
He calls himself a nocturnal animal, you know, Floki? कहते हैं कि वो रात कृणाल कहते हैं कि he calls himself a nocturnal animal.
कौन से जानवर है वो? हॉक? आउल? और ये भी बाउंड्री के उस पार एक और छक्का कोलकाता हॉक्स के लिए, और इसी के साथ कोलकाता हॉक्स जोड़ेंगे 57 runs.
Amazing recovery from Krunal. I don't know about nocturnal, but he's definitely playing like an animal today. He's wild, he's untamable, unstoppable as he goes for yet another boundary.
Oh,
good dive.
Yeah, does stop it, but the question is, are they just going to run 4? Because I didn't have my eye on that. It did seem like it was going to hit the boundary, but no, they only run 3. So now Satyendra is at strike.
Finally, I've been waiting for this guy to come on the pitch. Satyendra, one of the hard hitters. इनका भी strike rate बहुत अच्छा है, but इनकी पिछली performance इतनी ज़्यादा खास नहीं रही थी.
बिल्कुल.
Maybe he wants to get some badla for what happened to him last time.
Yeah, and I have to say, Kolkata Hawks have some really skilled batsmen. As again in the third, they're the team to touch 60.
That too with plenty of balls to spare.
Oh yeah. They will continue to try and chase the target of 70. I think that's what they're hoping for. It'll be a good amount of runs. But regardless, everything they get after this point is just a bonus.
Exactly.
They're bowling.
Yeah, 60 is a decent enough target. और उनके पास 3 और बॉल बचे हैं. Satyendra usually बहुत risky तरीके से खेलते हैं, and I think he should start playing that way now. Out हुए तो भी कोई बात नहीं, आपके पास काफी wickets पड़े हैं.
Oh, indeed, and you can start to see Kolkata Hawks काफी आराम से खेल रहे हैं. वो जानते हैं कि उन्हें ज़्यादा बाउंड्रीज की जरूरत नहीं है, बस 2-2 करके अगर 68 तक भी पहुंच गए तो भी काफी होगा. With that, Sukhpreet is gonna, yeah, that was a bouncer, not a wide, but still some decent bowling coming out from him. It looked like it might have been a wide, but no such case. Sukhpreet is the medium fast bowler for the side of the Hawks. Final ball, high up in the air. It's going to be caught by the inside fielder. Yes, it is. It's the same person as before. The Kolkata Hawks will relinquish 3 wickets over the course of this match. Establish a target of 65 for the Rhinos to try and plow through.
Kolkata Hawks have their eyes set on the prize. Good batting so far, but now these eyes need to look for their next target. And luckily, lenskart got their eyes covered.
All new Pulsar Mania's here. Maniacs wanted.
lenskart. Download the app or visit your nearest store.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा.
Finolex pipes. पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं.
But with that, Cripps marks the end of the first innings. Move on to the second one now. The Rhinos have been prolific batters in their own right, but again, they need to mitigate the risk.
Exactly, especially Tejas, because this guy, वो बहुत ही risky shots खेलता है. He has a very high rate at which he scores runs, but he also gets out pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, this man definitely a gambler, but that one goes right over the inside fielder's head.
Good one, good one.
Good shot coming out from the Rhinos.
Powerful pulsar 4 to start things off.
Oh yeah, and Tejas is the man to give all the credit to.
And that's what happens when you try to go for an off spin, especially so close to the batsman. So close, it's basically like full length. And in those kind of situations, you can easily flick your wrist, just get the ball to go towards mid wicket. And if you time it well enough, your cover drives will definitely be a boundary, especially in power play.
Oh yeah, it certainly will be. Oh. Oh wow, that is a beautiful one coming through. A beautiful four once again for the London Rhinos, and this is what they're known for. Some hard-hitting shots, but again, we did mention they'll have to take it a little easy. उनको थोड़ा संभल के खेलना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे, क्योंकि अगर वो नहीं खेलेंगे तो हो सकता है आउट होने के बाद उनके रन स्कोर करना मुश्किल हो जाए.
See, this is what I was talking about. जब भी आप तेजस को full length ball दोगे या फिर यॉर्कर दोगे, वो आराम से मार सकेंगे. लेकिन good length ball पे थोड़ी सी struggle हुई उनको. बॉल मिस कर दिया, इस बार भी मिस टाइम कर दिया, तो ये वाला फील्ड हो जाएगा. Otherwise, this also could have been a boundary.
Yeah.
Seems like Satyendra is starting to figure out the weaknesses of Tejas. But the question is, क्या Satyendra ये आखिरी बॉल में उनका विकेट निकाल पाएंगे? और अगर नहीं तो क्या ये इन्फॉर्मेशन वो अपने टीममेट्स को पास ऑन कर देंगे?
Yeah. Let's not forget कि ये पावर प्ले ओवर है जिसमें उन्हें जितने बाउंड्रीज हो सके उतने लेने चाहिए, क्योंकि उसी के दम पर वो ये मैच क्लोज कर पाएंगे। वरना जब पावर प्ले खत्म होता है उसके बाद अगर उनके ब्रूट और रैडिकल बैट्समैन नहीं रहेंगे फील्ड पे, अगर वो आउट हो जाते हैं तो उनके लिए स्कोर करना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल होगा। लेकिन अगर वो ये 2 ओवर अच्छे से सर्वाइव करके विकेट हाथ में रख के अगले 3 ओवर में जाएंगे तो हो सकता है कि वो टारगेट कवर अप कर पाए। And that is going to be an out. Praveen taken out on his very first ball. Excuse me, might have been the second ball actually.
But still very early on. And that's a wicket that London Rhinos cannot afford to lose. अब आ रहे हैं सुखप्रीत। सुखप्रीत एक एक्चुअली बहुत ही शानदार प्लेयर है, कैप्टन है वो टीम के। इनफैक्ट वो देवेंद्र है और सजनप्रीत जो मुंबई के 2 बहुत ही शानदार खिलाड़ी है, उनके काफी अच्छे दोस्त है। लेकिन नहीं, ये क्या, अगर ये कैप्टन पहले ही बॉल पे आउट हो गए तो बहुत ही डेंजरस रहेगा लंदन के लिए। लेकिन अंपायर ने कहा नॉट आउट। The captain will stay and play a couple more balls at least.
बिल्कुल, अंपायर की नजर काफी अच्छी है। आई थिंक उन्होंने भी लेंस कार्ट के ग्लासेस पहन के रखे हैं। लेकिन इसी के साथ बहुत ही शानदार शॉट इनसाइड फील्डर के सर के ऊपर से बाउंड्री को छूता हुआ सीधा मिड विकेट की तरफ।
ग्रेसफुल शॉट, उन्होंने लॉक भी किया तो भी बैट के टॉप साइड से, तो इतनी पावर नहीं मिली, नहीं ये शायद 6 भी हो सकता था। लेकिन टाइमिंग ऑफ दैट शॉट वाज स्पॉट ऑन।
बिल्कुल, एंड उसी के साथ मिर्जा जी उन्होंने 1 विकेट तो ली है, लेकिन ये गेंद सीधा बाउंड्री की ओर जाएगी। हो सकता है कि चौका भी मिले, लेकिन सिर्फ एक चौका मिलेगा। लेकिन एक चौका भी ये समय पे बहुत काफी और काफी जरूरी है।
That's a nice pull shot, powered by the Pulsar NS 125. Really putting that kick in the batting.
Certainly. 2 balls remaining in this over. We'll see if Sukhpreet can continue to smash the ball. No such luck this time around, as the inside fielders again had it easy there. But with that comes the final ball, and it's good old Tejas at strike. This time around not wearing the helmet.
He's ready to smash them by the looks of things. Off
He
spin,
certainly is.
down on one knee, all the way across the floor. And that's another 4.
And again, the London Rhinos limiting the damage in the first 2 overs. Have done well. But again, let's not forget they can get ahead of themselves. And they still have a pretty hefty target to chase. They need 40 off of 18. And they're going to have to continue to put up this performance to give them some breathing room.
Just 1 boundary, followed by every other ball with a minimum of 2 runs. As long as they get these things, they should be on the way to win.
Oh, okay. A top ball coming through.
Sukhpreet was expecting the ball to spin towards the leg side. लेकिन वो बॉल एक्चुअली नहीं स्पिन हुई, सीधा ही गई उनके बॉडी पे।
बिल्कुल, सौरभ सबसे फास्ट बॉलर है यहाँ पे कोलकाता हॉक्स के लिए। देखते हैं कि वो यहाँ पे सुखप्रीत को आउट कर सकते हैं कि नहीं। लेकिन बहुत ही शानदार शॉट, बहुत ही अच्छा टाइमिंग, सीधा बाउंड्री के उस पार।
We have seen many 6s in this tournament before, लेकिन ये पहला ऐसा स्ट्रेट ड्राइव है जो इतना पावरफुल है।
बिल्कुल, आई डोंट थिंक हमने इतना पावरफुल स्ट्रेट ड्राइव अभी तक देखा है।
इनफैक्ट हमने तो अब तक बहुत ही कम बाउंड्रीज देखे हैं, लॉन्ग ऑन, लॉन्ग ऑफ एंड स्ट्रेट एरिया की तरफ। एकदम सामने सामने बहुत ही कम बैट्समैन खेलते हैं आजकल, एंड दैट गोज फॉर एवरी टीम, नॉट जस्ट लंदन और कोलकाता।
Oh! The reverse sweep comes into play. Straight towards point, and that's another 6. Beautiful batting coming through here from Sukhpreet. And this is what the London Rhinos are known for.
And that was such good positioning too. 2 sixes in this over. And even if there's a couple of dot balls, they don't really care about those. This consistency should easily net them 14 in this over. Maybe even more with the last ball left.
Oh yeah. And you have to be really, really happy here if you're the London Rhinos. Chhatrapati has lifted his weight and then some. Saurabh. This over has been a mixed bag for him. Did bowl a couple of dots. And oh, that was a little too close for comfort. Mistiming that shot.
I think that was the wrong shot decision as well. Cover drive मारने ही कोशिश कर रहे थे वो उधर. Yeah, timing गलत हो गया. But
Sachin
there are other
Chauhan.
things you could have done. Yep, here comes Sachin Chauhan. उनकी बैटिंग तो बहुत ही शानदार है, लेकिन क्या वो बॉलिंग में उसी कंसिस्टेंसी को मेंटेन कर पाएंगे?
देखा जाएगा. अभी भी 26 रन चाहिए 12 बॉल्स में, जो थोड़ा मुश्किल हो सकता है लेकिन नामुमकिन नहीं. ओह, गेंद को पूरी तरीके से छोड़ते हुए शॉट अटेम्प्ट भी नहीं किया तेजस ने. और देखते कि अभी तेजस क्या करते हैं. राइनोस के पास विकेट्स हाथ में है तो अभी थोड़ा दम लगा के खेल सकते हैं, लेकिन ये बैट के मिडल पे नहीं लगा था, एज पे लगा था और उसी की वजह से उस गेंद में इतनी ताकत नहीं थी और इसी के साथ तेजस आउट हो जाएंगे यहाँ पे.
And that's exactly why बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स कवर ड्राइव और स्ट्रेट ड्राइव नहीं मारने की कोशिश करते. ये देख लीजिए कितना रिस्की है, बहुत ही ज्यादा डिस्टेंस है और ये सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में गया. तेजस ने एक बार पहले भी ऐसा कवर ड्राइव अटेम्प्ट किया है जिसमें उन्हें 6 मिला, लेकिन इस बार उनकी विकेट गिरेगी.
Oh yeah. Oh,
डेंजरस.
एक और डॉट बॉल. सचिन चौहान जैसे ही मंच पर आते हैं वैसे ही ऐसा लगता है लंदन राइनोस का सारा मोमेंटम ठप हो चुका है.
एटलीस्ट लंदन राइनोस का रन रेट एक्चुअली अच्छा हो रहा है फिलहाल के लिए. 40 रन्स ऑलमोस्ट हो चुके हैं. 26 needed in 9 balls. 1 or 2 more boundaries and they should be in the clear. हाँ, लेकिन अगर ये सिर्फ 2 रन्स बनाते रहे तो नहीं कटेगा बॉस. You need a lot more than that.
In fact, यहाँ पे 2 भी नहीं, उनको सिर्फ 1 रन मिला है. तो अभी तक 4 गेंदों में सचिन ने सिर्फ 1 रन दिया है सामने वाले राइनोस को. बहुत ही शानदार बॉलिंग उनकी तरफ से
और एक विकेट भी निकाला है.
और एक विकेट निकाला है. Beautiful, beautiful stuff coming from the Kolkata Hawks. And well, that's a full toss ball. Fielder doesn't really find it, and I believe that is that is not an out. The batsman was safe, diving to cover that run. But that did look risky, and Sachin is really pushing Rhinos to the edge here.
Exactly. अगर आपको 2 रन निकालने के लिए इतनी मेहनत करनी पड़ रही है तो शिवम के लिए प्रॉब्लम्स बहुत ही ज्यादा बढ़ने वाली है अभी. लास्ट बॉल ऑफ द ओवर फॉर सचिन. क्या वो शिवम को आउट कर पाएंगे? फुल टॉस डाला गया है, बॉल्स इन द एयर, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली फील्डर पोजीशन पे नहीं है तो ये कैच आउट नहीं होएगा, लेकिन एटलीस्ट बाउंड्री भी नहीं दी जाएगी. डैम गुड ओवर बाय सचिन एक्चुअली. ओनली 5 रन्स गिवन and a wicket taken.
Oh yeah. वापस से बहुत ही शानदार बैटिंग, एक्सक्यूज मी, बहुत ही शानदार बॉलिंग कोलकाता हॉक्स की तरफ से. आई मीन बैटिंग भी अच्छी थी, लेकिन आई थिंक वो जो पिछली ओवर थी राइनोस के लिए बहुत बेकार गई. 21 रन चाहिए 6 बॉलों में.
You need
और
boundaries upon
बाउंड्री के बिना
yeah.
ये बहुत मुश्किल होने वाला है.
You need at least 3 sixes and a 4, या फिर you need 5 fours. Yeah, you need multiple boundaries. अगर 1 या 2 भी डॉट बॉल चले गए, डॉट बॉल छोड़ो, अगर ऐसे भी बॉल चले गए वहां पे you're only running between the wickets, तो भी गेम जीतना पॉसिबल हो जाएगा कोलकाता हॉक्स के लिए.
बिल्कुल. और अभी यहाँ पे सुजित का सिर्फ एक फोकस होना चाहिए, वो यही है कि वो वाइड ना बॉल करे. अगर सुजित यहाँ पे वाइड बॉल करते हैं तो राइनोस को काफी ज्यादा ब्रीथिंग रूम मिल जाएगा और जो सारा प्रेशर क्रिएट किया गया था इतनी देर तक
पानी में बह जाएगा.
बिल्कुल.
सुजीत फील्डिंग एडजस्ट करने में काफी टाइम लगा रहे हैं. इनसाइड आउट फील्ड के लिए उन्होंने डिसीजन लिया है. यहाँ पे काफी ज्यादा स्टैंडर्ड हो रहा है आजकल इनसाइड आउट फील्ड. बहुत सारे फील्डर्स इसका इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं.
बहुत ही तेज गेंद, 130 किलोमीटर की गति पे.
एग्जैक्टली, इसलिए सुप्रीत का शॉट मिस टाइम हो गया. नहीं तो जिस तरह से उन्होंने पोजीशनिंग की थी वो देख के तो लग रहा था कि दिस इज अ परफेक्ट कवर ड्राइव।
बिल्कुल ऐसा कवर ड्राइव अगर बैक पे लग जाता तो हो सकता है वो बाउंड्री छू सके, लेकिन की किस्मत में नहीं लिखा था। लेकिन शायद ये गेंद भी उनकी किस्मत में नहीं लिखी है। सिर्फ 3 रन मिलेंगे इसके ऊपर से और वापस से प्रेशर बनाए रखे। शायद उन्होंने 3 अटेम्प्ट भी नहीं किए, उन्होंने सिर्फ 2 रन लिए हैं यहाँ पे। जी हाँ,
34 का required run rate, 19 runs required in 4 balls. London Rhinos can see their defeat coming closer and closer. It seems inevitable. Unless they can go for some boundaries, they are definitely losing this match, and they might not even be able to make it back for the double.
Just in time, barely. Again, playing it so close to the chest.
My goodness.
Just for the sake of 2s.
It's impossible to win now. Even if you get 2 6s, it is literally impossible to win. At this point, Sujit को सिर्फ focus करना है कि वो no ball या wide ना दे दे.
Oh yeah. And another dot ball, another missed read comes through from the batsman. 1 ball remaining. I do not think
GG.
This is possible indeed.
Kolkata can already start celebrating. उनके चेहरे पे मुस्कान देख लीजिए.
और ये गेंद भी नहीं मिलेगी, पर ये गेंद जाता है कोलकाता हॉक्स को। लंदन राइनोज काफी कोशिश कर चुके थे, लेकिन कोलकाता हॉक्स ऑलरेडी जीत चुके, ऑलरेडी उठ चुके थे अपनी चेहरों से। और उसी के साथ बहुत ही शानदार मैच, और एक भी समय ऐसा नहीं था जहां पे ऐसा लगा कि शायद लंदन राइनोज अभी गेम को काबू में ला पाए हैं। नहीं, कोलकाता हॉक्स ने पूरी गेम पर काबू रखा था और एक भी पल के लिए वो काबू राइनोज को नहीं दिया।
Yeah, the Rhinos regretting picking up bowling first. कोलकाता हॉक्स ने जिस तरह से टारगेट सेट किया था वो बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट हो गया लंदन राइनोज के लिए कैच अप करना। And with this, Kolkata advance further in the groups. ये था एक और मैच दोस्तों, लेकिन अभी बहुत ज्यादा एक्शन बाकी है, जाइएगा मत कहीं। We'll be back with the next game after a short break.
All new Pulsar Mania is here. Maniacs wanted. Lenskart. Download the app.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा।
Finolex pipes. पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं।
What a well-rounded performance from the Hawks, and they have flown away with the victory. A big round of applause for the Kolkata Hawks. Vice Captain, please आइए. I think the man who really stepped up to the challenge, Krunal. How was the performance today?
Solid. Solid. वो सचिन गाना गा रहा था तो मजा आ रहा था बैटिंग करने में।
सचिन गाना गा रहा था? कौन सा गाना गा रहा था? सचिन आजा सचिन। A live performance from Sachin Chauhan.
थैंक यू।
बताइए सचिन का आज का परफॉर्मेंस कैसा था आपका?
परफॉर्मेंस तो सही था।
हाँ।
पूरे टीम ने अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दिया। जो हम घर से प्रिपेयर करके आए थे कि ये करना, ये सब चीज हमने कर दिया है। तो बोल रहे थे ना सुजीत भाई को कल मिस्टेक किया है सागर भाई, तो सुजीत भाई बोले थे हम लेंस कार्ड भी पहनेंगे, जीत के भी दिखाएंगे, तो कर के दिखाया है। नेक्स्ट मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट मैच में।
ये बताओ सचिन, गाना कौन सा गा रहे थे?
धंधरन तत्तरन धंधरन तत्तरन धंधरन 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 तत्तरन धंधरन 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 तत्तरन। क्योंकि प्रेशर मतलब वो यहाँ पे वहाँ गया ना मैं, तो जब मेरे हाथ ना कांपते कभी बार, मतलब प्रेशर में थे तब, इसलिए गाना गा रहा था मैं कि प्रेशर ना आए, ये बात के लिए गाना गा रहा।
I think it's a pointer for all the players. Next time आप प्रेशर में होना यार, आप गाना गाइए, और थोड़ा टिप्स है तो आप सचिन से पूछ लेना।
अरे यार।
But overall, I think what a performance. Krunal, you want to say a few words about the team's performance?
मैं अपने बारे में कहना चाहूँगा थोड़ा।
अरे टीम को छोड़ो, मैं अपने बारे में कहना चाहता हूँ, बताइए।
एक्चुअली मैं यहाँ से बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ गेम खेला हूँ, लेकिन बहुत सारे लोगों को मेरे बारे में पता नहीं होगा। तो स्पेशली ये आज जो मेरा बैटिंग हुआ है उससे मैं यही बताना चाहता हूँ, वो क्रूज मैं ही हूँ, कृणाल। इसलिए अब ये हमको हल्के में ले रहे थे, बहुत सारे लोग बोल रहे थे कि तुम्हारी टीम में सिर्फ सचिन ही एक ऐसा प्लेयर है जो अगर रहेगा तो ही मैच जीतोगे। ऐसा नहीं है, हमारी टीम में ये सब बेस्ट प्लेयर है। और अब ये देखते हैं आगे के टूर्नामेंट्स। सो
A strong word. Cruz is here. Krunal Makwana is here. So with that, guys, Kolkata have won the match, and now over to my expert analysts.
All new Pulsar Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
lenskart. Download the app now.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा।
Finolex pipes. पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं।
Well, that flight of Kolkata Hawks really turned out to be too tall, that for the likes of the London Rhinos, winning down there by 12 runs. A good target set, first of all. A really good batting performance, Chetan.
Yeah, I was sitting with a few players and they told me, 65 is not an easy target. हमने देखा है आज एक 70 plus target हुआ है, but overall scores have been 55, 50, 45, थोड़े कम जा रहे हैं और एकदम से आपको 65 का target मिल जाए, that can be a little too tall. London, third loss for them in 4 games. They are now on par with Chennai, so it's going to be a very, very tough road ahead.
We'll have a look at the Kolkata batting, which is pretty impressive. Talk about the start which they got. Kunal gave a good start with that 38 not out, which is one of the few top innings which you've seen not out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, Kunal has been really consistent at the top of the order for Kolkata. It's good to see him, the way he plays. Sachin also gave a good start. It takes a little bit pressure off Kunal, 20 of 10. But then, once one of them gets out, the other tries to just go on and on and on. और आज वही हुआ, उन्होंने maximum runs बना दिए अपनी टीम के लिए, and there was no reply from the other side in those first few overs where the damage was done.
Well, that's why it becomes important to take those quick wickets. Well, even if you get one, you might as well, just stick out there, because what you exactly saw when London were batting is that they tried to target those middle overs, which is the strategy there. We talk about the London batting, of course. Again, they got a good start. They only lost 1 wicket at the start, but I think they couldn't really catch up after that.
Yeah, but you lose that wicket early on, then catching up becomes really important. जैसा मैंने कहा कि जो score था वो काफी tall था. तेजस ने try किया था. He's a hard hitter. लेकिन सबसे बड़ा जो झटका लगा वो ये लगा जो मिर्धा जी ने out किया प्रवीण को. प्रवीण has been really dependable for London, and to get him out for a duck. And then Tejas and Supreet had a good partnership. लेकिन उस ओवर में 4th ओवर था इनिंग्स का और सचिन ने आउट किया तेजस को, and that was the turning point of the match. एक ओवर में 5 रन और साथ में 1 विकेट जब दूसरी टीम चेज के लिए जा रही है 65 करने के लिए, that turned the game in Kolkata's favor.
Well, the turning point there of Kolkata at the end of the day, because the Tejas was really that hope for them, isn't it? I mean, Tejas losing out the 4th over, eventually comes down to 15 runs in 1 ball. Of course, we don't need to teach you math how we'll be getting there, but that's how the bowling looked then. Mirdaji, you speak about his good, consistent performance there.
Yeah, he picked up 2 wickets in an over on day 1. Yesterday, he picked up another wicket in that game, and today also he's picked up a wicket. So he's been consistent, he's been picking up wickets. But look at that, Sachin, 1 over, 1 for 5. ये जो था ओवर, इसने मैच को पलट दिया. 1 मिनट के लिए लग रहा था कि तेजस और सुप्रीत मिलके इसको शायद चेज कर सकते हैं. एक आध छक्का लग जाए, एक आध बाउंड्री लग जाए. You never know what can happen, in a chase really. But that over with the wicket of Tejas and just giving away those 5 runs, fabulous over.
Sachin is turning out to be that really crucial, important point of a victory for Kolkata. At the end of the day, it's so important for him to perform with the bat and the ball in order to see the team win. But London Rhinos, well, the struggle continues.
Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, you look at that bowling chart, they haven't really done much. 32 runs of 2 overs of Amit and Sagar, that was really hurting them. those 32 overs. I mean, that's half the score of what they conceded really, and that is where the game was lost.
I think they were smashed overall across the park, isn't it, Chetan? Now that's got to be a point for talking when you're going to go forward, because London Rhinos, we told you about their 2 losses against Dubai and Sydney, and in fact the losing streak continues. Well, we'll have to seek answers then. I'm pretty sure the manager will be seeking answers for that. You look at the match summary then. Falling 12 runs short, so it's not a disastrous game for London Rhinos. Quite a lot of pickings for them.
Yeah, absolutely. 64, no way an easy target to get for the London Rhinos. Good batting performances from Sukhpreet and Tejas, but again, that over from Sachin. Mirdhaji, both of them, really contributing with the ball for Kolkata. Good win for Kolkata. They continue their winning spree. Second win in a row for Kolkata, getting those points on the table.
Now, you've seen this pattern now that the teams which really were not performing at the start now really have got that touch, isn't it? I think the mojo just seems to starting to work, Chetan.
Yeah, and you get a couple of matches in, a couple of victories in, those points on the top. And yeah, I mean, I hope our viewers can listen. A lot of cheers for Krunal. 38, a strike rate of 317, 2 fours and 3 sixes. He gels really well with Sachin. And, one of them really goes on and gets to score those big runs. The other one anchors really. So yeah, again, a great knock from Krunal, and I think he will be climbing. I think that's the second highest score individual. We have 140 plus.
Yes. We had Tejas as well, who got a 38. And
I think he will be climbing the most runs chart today.
Well, I think phenomenal performances then from these individuals have actually got the best out of them. But the road ahead for Kolkata is not that easy. But what really makes it a little comfortable is the partnerships which they've had so far, which really helps them to get that winning momentum. Sachin and Krunal, talk about that partnership. What's good about them is that if Krunal doesn't come out in fire, Sachin will. And if Sachin doesn't, Krunal is already there.
Absolutely. And they got a good start. Yes, they lost a wicket in between, but that finish, 20 of 8, that was important as well. You need a good finish. You need a good power play, and you need a good finish to, cross the 60-run mark. That has been done regularly in the first day and probably on the second day as well, but not as regularly today. So that was a really good score put up there by Kolkata.
Now you talk about the London partnership, which was kind of missing because they did get a start. We're talking about Tejas and Sukhpreet, but the over-dependence on them is really going to hurt them.
Yeah, and the big blow came when they lost Praveen early on. They did get that partnership between Sukhpreet and Tejas, but Sukhpreet and Shivam, they had to score 21 from the last 6 balls. That was just...
And in fact, just 15 from the last, which means it was a very, very good bowling effort at the end to really restrict them to that score. That makes things challenging. I mean, how do you take that as a bad batter?
21 of 6 balls, you just have to go for it. Get your power on, get your timing on. If it connects, it connects. If it doesn't connect, then obviously your team is going to lose. That is what happened with London.
Well, the connector is what was missing out there for London. But we'll have a look at the batting pitch map for the Kolkata side, which will tell you a story about how the batters have been going forward. Chetan, you see all the runs scored which are there, especially, of course, the dots. Of course, more of the runs there, no doubt about that. But you also saw a couple of sixes coming down as well.
I mean, you look at the wickets, where they have lost wickets. Those red dots are all the wickets. It's a cumulative... map of all, all the games that they have played so far. But then you look at how they've played spin in the first 2 power play. It just shows you those wickets they've been losing a lot against fast bowling, but not so much perhaps against spin bowling. And you don't see a lot of 4 balls there. You see a couple of 6s. So they've started maneuvering the bowling a little more, trying to cut down on the boundaries and starting to run a little bit more. And I think that has worked for them.
Well, of course, talk about how exemplary, or rather how well they have performed. If you have a look at the bowling pitch map then, which will give you a fair idea of how things have turned out for the side from Kolkata.
And, again, you look at those red dots, the wickets, and on the leg side, that is where Tejas bowled, that particular over. He was not giving away any runs. Look at those white balls, which are also the dot deliveries he bowled in that particular over. Again, a cumulative map, but he concentrated on the leg side. And, that over was the turning point. Just 5 runs and a wicket. Superb over from Tejas.
Tejas has been phenomenal. There is no doubt on that. But when we have an understanding of where the runs were scored, it'll give you a fair idea of where the runs were majorly driven and talk about some of the strengths of the batters there. Well, what's more important is even from the strength, or if it's not a strength, the left-right combination has been utilized very well by these batters.
Yeah, against fast bowling, again, they have been playing on the back foot, try and score against the fast bowlers towards the leg side. Again, like I said, they're cutting down on the boundaries. They're trying to score doubles and threes. Remember, our viewers have to be told again, this is the Melbourne cricket ground that we are playing at. The boundaries are big, and that ground stays constant throughout the tournament. That is one of the constant features of real cricket in this particular tournament. So they're maneuvering the field, and you taking a lot of twos and threes. They're scoring that boundary. We saw a couple of good sixes today, and it's not easy to score sixes. And against spin, this is more important because look where they are targeting the spinners. Third man and fine leg, 35% nearly. That's where their runs are coming from. So yeah, Kolkata Hawks re-strategizing and trying to score runs behind the wicket against spinners.
Well, that would be a little contrary what has happened for the fast bowlers, because you see on either side, either the long off or that fine leg. Well, the fast bowlers wouldn't have been spared, neither have the spinners been in that case. But what's more important at the end of the day is getting that victory on board, which will really help them fancy their chances going forward, Chetan.
Yeah, absolutely. Kolkata had one victory on day one. They had a loss on day two. So kind of a turnaround victory for them. Important to get those points on the board.
Points on the board is what really important. But we'll talk about the fours and sixes. Remember, the last couple of games have been high scoring, which will give you an idea or a fair idea of what the GEPL has been all about. Yeah, then let's have a look at the fours and sixes, brought to you by Pulsar and S125 Showstopper.
Get him out quick.
Pretty much of that in favor of the Kolkata Hawks when you look at it. But the wickets were there. Surprisingly, it was London Rhinos who took more of the wickets when it comes down against the game against Kolkata Hawks. Let's have a look at the wickets, brought to you by lenskart. Well, the wickets fell back then for the London Rhinos there, but eventually it was runs which were not on board for them. I'm pretty sure they would be having that conversation in their own dressing room, if I can call it that way, where they're making pretty easy, or rather more hard for them in the coming games to come. We'll have a look at the points table and how the equation changes after that victory of Kolkata Hawks, because now it's more of an upward spiral for them when you look at the table. Again, they go second, courtesy also a good net run rate.
Yeah, I mean, 4 points equal with New York Apes and Dubai Vipers. That's going to be the next game. So those teams are going to be playing their fourth game. So good opportunity for Apes. They did win their last two games, the New York Apes, and that was yesterday. So yeah, an opportunity for them to go top and tie up the Mumbai Grizzlies, who don't play until day 4. So yeah, Kolkata Hawks, again, like we said, they had won the first game, and then they lost the second game. So this was a turnaround victory for them.
But Chetan, I also want to understand from you. Now it's been so unpredictable that we have had a point where London Rhinos were looking at, trying to get a couple of points. Then eventually we saw New York Apes. I mean, the table is not really something that would be, or rather fluctuates a lot more often, isn't it? You don't see a very clear favorite.
Of course, I mean, you have 5 games a day, so it's going to fluctuate a lot. There are teams that are going to be playing 2 games. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of up and down. Any team that's playing 2 games a day, that's an opportunity for them to really make a dent on the table. And I think that's where Dubai Vipers lost an opportunity today. They lost their first game. But yeah, second game coming up, and they have an opportunity to resurrect themselves.
Well, in that second game, I'm pretty sure they would want to continue the momentum. Well, Dubai Vipers, they're not really getting the good of starts, but they have the other game coming up, the next one coming up for them against the New York Apes. So kind of moved from an upward spot to a downward spot, but they will be looking forward to improvise it in that next game coming up for you after this short little break. Don't go anywhere.
All new Pulsar Mania's here. Maniacs wanted.
lenskart. Download the app now.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा।
फिनोलेक्स पाइप्स, पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं।